Previously on Homesteady.
Mustache man.
You like the stash?
I do.
I grew the mustache just so I would feel more confident giving shots to the cow. So this is our final time doing AI. It'll either work and we'll get to have these nice genetics. We'll see how today goes.
Now the time has come where at 11 a.m. today, we will do the AI. It's that precise, like it's down to the hour. And hopefully she takes this time. Who knows? Maybe it'll work. Think it'll work?
It'll take a miracle. He had a mustache, right? Okay. We just found out.
Nothing, because I had to wait for us.
Did you not look?
No, I didn't.
You're so good. We got the
told me
email
not to.
whether or not Ladybug is pregnant.
Oh wait, this is your butt.
I like that 2-day shipping. It's fast.
Oh yeah, I did 2-day shipping. I wanted to know before the weekend. How are we gonna do this? Right now? Do you want a hat?
No, okay.
You're fine? Okay.
Do you need to turn the heat off?
Yes.
Why would mommy want it?
We have no idea what this says. We kind of hope it worked this time. This is why we went and did that whole blood testing. All right.
Let's find out.
Let's find out. Ready?
So, all right. So you're just gonna tell us. Are you gonna say open or not open, or are you gonna say? Okay, just do it.
Ready?
Yep.
Pregnant!
Woo! Yeah!
Yes!
We're
It
gonna.
worked! Mwah!
We're gonna.
All those shots!
Yay!
All that putting needles in cow butts!
And it was worth it.
Worth it! Yes! How do you feel?
So good. Yay!
Oh man.
You can look.
Woohoo!
You can look to run around.
Oh man, that is awesome.
It means it's a September baby.
Woohoo!
Not our September. I'm gonna go in my room.
September.
September.
Oh, that's.
It's kind.
I guess we'll have to.
We get what we get.
Yeah.
Count it. We'll see exactly.
Oh man, yes. Oh man,
Good
we
was
did it.
November.
And that was scotch and chocolate. What was his name? The bowl.
Oh
We haven't
yeah,
even
that's the
talked
mini.
about the bowl. Oh man, we got to tell you what new bowl we used.
Oh, wait.
Oh man, this is so exciting. We're gonna talk about that in today's video. Yes!
Wait.
It was the mustache. That's a fertile mustache right there.
I'm gonna go in my room.
September. Oh, that's.
Think we should shut the ghost door?
Is it cold? Close the bell. It's like 0 today, and our water is working thanks to our little water trick. Check that out. It's really nice. You gotta turn. There you go. Turn the bell. With the heater
Yeah.
was about 22 degrees, and
I'm gonna pry that door up. It's frozen shut.
which door? Theirs.
There's.
Oh man. Flavor coated.
Everybody's got food and water?
Oh, you can throw it over, mommy. In there.
And it is cold. Coldest we've had so far this winter. Not much snow, but lots of wind and lots of ice. So the roads were awful yesterday. We didn't go out today. We're not gonna go out either. And it's cold. But nothing froze. Nobody or no water froze.
It's like too cold to even take the camera outside. It's warmer in the barn with all the animal heat, and we got some heaters running. We can't even film outside today. This thing will die on us.
Don't close it, I got my hose.
Oh, okay. Finally working up some heat in this barn. It is cold morning, but probably the coldest we've had yet.
Probably.
Definitely the coldest. It was 0 yesterday. But that's all right. The cold don't get our spirits down.
It doesn't bother me anyway.
Because we have a pregnant cow.
So we did it. We got her bred with AI. As you can see from our reaction, we are very excited.
We felt really good about this one because Kay didn't see a bleed off, and every other time she's seen a bleed off.
Yeah. So this one, I was very optimistic, but still there's a little, you know, you don't want to get too excited. This was probably for us the biggest challenge in having a family cow to date, was getting her bred. Because we didn't have easy access to a bull. We had invested in a disease-free cow, so a bull would have been more of a challenge. Either we had to buy one or take her to a disease-free tested bull. Which is why we really wanted to give the AI a shot. But it wasn't easy because she was a very hard cow to tell when she was in a standing heat and ready to be bred. Some cows are so subtle, we talked about before, it can just be the smallest, tiniest change in your cow that tells you she's ready to be bred. It didn't help that Luna was going into heat at exactly the same time. So as far as like who's ready now, it was just impossible for me to tell. Which is why we did the syncing for Ladybug. We gave her those 3 hormone shots, a very small amount of hormones that's naturally occurring in the cow herself, just to give us more of a chance of catching her when the time was right. Cow breeding is such a science, as is most of the things you find out when you start doing each species of animal on the farm. Such a science. And sure, the bull knows when. He smells her, he knows when to breed her. We don't have that same sense. It was a little harder for us to know. Hey, someone's gonna knock over this camera.
Alright, Bubba, go
Pushy calves. Everyone's feeling like they've been inside too long. I should let Luna out for a little run. Get some energy out, come on. And Tundra. Come outside a little bit. It's icy though. It's icy. Change your mind. They've got no interest in going outside, do you? No. Happy in here. Everything closed up, nice and warm. Come on, girls. Yeah, just don't get crazy.
So it's got some heat, you know, it's just like the very
No,
bottom
it's just-
layer. This? Well, the rubber piece.
So when we started with Ladybug as a family milk cow, you know, we came in with a lot of ideals. No grain ever, all holistically managed, grass-fed only, and so the more I've learned about cows, even talking with the organic mini Jersey breeders that we got her from, it's the amount of grain that's the issue. It's not feeding grain that's going to cause any problems. So I've learned to slowly let go of my ideals, and giving her the shots of hormones was kind of part of that, because a cow that never gives birth isn't going to give any milk. Now, she had given birth, but she was dried up. A cow that's dry, that's unbred, you're going to run into problems with. So as soon as she dried herself off and weaned me, I got kind of anxious, because I didn't want her to gain weight. First place they'll gain weight is around the internal reproductive organs, so it becomes even harder for them to get bred. So we were just running into all these problems if she wasn't rebred in a timely fashion. So I said, okay, let's do these hormone shots. Like, let's give this a try. Can't hurt. It's better than having a dry, unbred cow. We made sure her minerals were good. We made sure she was in good condition. That can affect whether a cow breeds back or not. If she's too skinny, she'll be hard to breed. If she's too fat, she'll be hard to breed. If she's not getting the right minerals, she'll be hard to breed. There is so much to know, and it was a little overwhelming. So I'd fall asleep in bed, like the wheels turning, like, what's going on? Why isn't she breeding? Why? So when my AI guy just said, hey, just sink her, give her these hormone shots, and then we know exactly when I can come and breed her. Because the other complicated thing is dealing with an AI technician to come at the time you need him to breed her. Our AI tech doesn't live next door. He lives hours away, and he works hours and hours away. So I would say, okay, she's ready to breed, and he's already 3 hours away. He can't come back. So for us, the choice to use the hormones to sink her and breed her was the right choice for us, because now we've got a bred cow. I'll be watching her closely. It's not uncommon for them to lose a calf early on. So they even say do the blood draw again within 40 days after she's been bred, just to recheck the pregnancy. I'll keep an eye on her. I'm not sure we'll do that, but we'll play that by ear. Another thing I wanted to talk about with these Jerseys is they're both outside right now. It's maybe 5 degrees outside. Some people, I don't know what that sound is. Sounds like a duck. Ladybug and Luna enjoy being outside on these days, even if it is cold. This is the second year we've had them through the winter. Luna was born in November, so she as a calf was outside during weather like this. I bring them in at night if it's going to be icy, really icy and really cold, because there's no run-in outside that Ladybug can get into. But they'd rather be outside during the day. We up their hay during the winter so they can have that heat from inside that warms them up. And they get that nice big fuzzy coat on, so they're warm outside. Some people think Jerseys don't do well in the colder weather. I wouldn't bring a Jersey from Florida up to here in the middle of January, just because they wouldn't be acclimated to it. But Ladybug came from Virginia, came to us in Connecticut. She did great through our first winter, and now she's doing great through our second. So if you live in a colder climate, don't be afraid of going with a Jersey. Our girls have done great. Now that I'm pregnant, I get hay down the easy way. Hey! That's a hay ostinator. Everybody needs one. So easy.
I really didn't like that.
I know how you're gonna get down though.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Oh! I'm gonna crush my dog again. Indiana Jones! Dun, da, da, da. Dun, da, da. Broke my leg.
Good.
That is so much nicer. Back at Squash Hollow, we could hold 50 bales of hay, which for that little barn of ours was kind of at its max. Even with 50 bales, we would be like stacking it and like wedging it, and it would be in the pathways. Right now we're going through a bale a day, which means during the winter time, which for us back in Connecticut really was December, halfway into January we would need a delivery. And then another halfway into, let's see, February, March, like towards the end of March, we would wind up needing another delivery. And the problem with that is there's always snow coming. So you always have to like call your guy and say, can you come before the storm? Because then we're gonna be buried in. It's so nice here having that hay loft. We put up, if you remember from the summertime, we put up like, oh man, what did we put up? 300, 400 bales of hay. We put up a ton of hay. And now every week, one day a week, I just go up to the hay loft and toss it down, and we have a week's worth of hay right here in the center of the barn. The rest of it up there, we don't have to organize any snow deliveries. One of the real nice improvements on this farm. Hey Bob, who's a majestic pup? Who's so majestic? You're majestic as all get out. The dogs like morning chores because we let them kind of run around and have some fun, and they usually try to find a big cow turd to grab as a snack.
Some Krispy treat like we do.
Ooh, yeah, that's what I want. There's Krispy
another
treat.
one.
There's another one. You're not gonna give me a bite?
The last time reminded me, I didn't actually say, but Luna is not bred. She had a bleed off after we AI'd her the last time. So we're waiting. We started her on the sinking on Sunday.
I'm gonna do the same thing with Luna, and right now we're looking at a September due date for Ladybug. So I said September, right?
Yeah.
September due date for Ladybug, which means a long time before we get that delicious cow milk again. Fortunately, hopefully we have the goat milk coming. But then Luna would wind up, if this one works,
September,
October?
Yeah.
So kind of,
yeah, still nice time of year.
yeah, 1-2 punch, a couple beautiful little calves. And we will have officially then done every single step of the family cow process, which is pretty cool.
We bred Ladybug. We switched her, the bull we bred her to this time, just because in case something had happened to the semen in the first shipment, if that was the reason, I wanted to try everything different this time, so we did the sinking, plus we tried new semen. So she's actually bred right now to a mini Jersey.
Ooh.
An A2 mini Jersey.
We could talk about that with Luna's video. So if you want to learn more about the bull, we're going to cover that in an upcoming video because Luna's getting bred to the same bull. So we'll cover who's the daddy in another video. But I won't call it Who's the Daddy because YouTube demonetized that video. I thought it was like a Maury Povich. Who's the daddy?
Scandalous.
Oh yeah. One bull thought he was, but Maury broke the news to him.
You know, some cows are different. Some will catch a little later in their cycle. Some will catch a little earlier, like a day apart. Some people breed two different bulls, like say a Hereford or an Angus. So when the calf's born, they know which bull it was, and they can kind of pinpoint her cycle a little better.
Really? No way.
What?
Cool.
The more you know.
Bubba loves it.
That is such a good pup. I was just looking at that. He's so
Oh,
good.
Bobo.
He just loves to be pet. and be
Oh,
a buddy.
Bobo.
Look at how majestic he is.
Ooh.
Alright.
Look how majestic mine is. This is Jack. I don't know if we've ever introduced him before. He was from a litter of kittens last year that my mom was working with a rescue foundation. So they got these 5 kittens and we bottle fed. We bottle fed the kittens. We found the rest of them homes. And this guy stayed with us.
And Boots.
Yeah, and the other, and Boots was a different one. He's our barn kitty. So now that he's got hay down here, he's gonna be nice and cozy.
You should get a,
He never liked being in the house, which is nice because I like him outside in the barn.
not like competing for the most love.
Competing for the most love.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
Right,
They're both
we're all done. Tuck everybody in.
And then edit the sound effect. Shing.
Jack, close it out.
Tuck everybody in, Jackie.
Black.
Oh, you're a pretty boy. Big purring kitty.
In tomorrow's episode of Homesteady, if you've watched Tidying Up, the new Netflix series, you're going to love the upcoming videos. We are tackling all our stuff.
That's why. Two nets.
That's where the nets were. Why? I don't know.
Didn't you put them up there?
Maybe, I don't know. In preparation of our big move, we're simplifying, sorting, getting rid of things, and organizing our barn and garage like you wouldn't believe. But it's not as easy as it sounds. Do we survive day one working together? Tune in tomorrow, first thing in the morning, to find out. If you love Homesteady, if you watch every day, consider becoming a Homesteady Pioneer. For just 25 cents per episode, you can help us produce this show and gain access to bonus content, classes, members-only podcasts, and discounts that homesteaders would love to use. Learn more about it by watching this video or become a pioneer by clicking here.